Yes, guys, Liverpool win 4-0, but some fans are still not convinced, which tells me one thing, man. This is where Liverpool are this season. But today we're going to discuss it, man. It's the fan call-in show. Did we overreact about this performance? Or actually, did we actually play well when we should be praising the boys for the game that they played? But big up to everyone in the building. Hope you guys all blessed and well. As I said, it's the call-in. I know I was meant to do it yesterday, but we're doing it today. As I said to you guys, I'm going to drop the link in a second, and then I'll get you guys' opinions, man. So, guys, listen, you don't need your camera on if you're worried about that. You can just jump in, chop it up, tell me how you think. Did we overreact? Or did actually the boys played really well? And, you know, you got to give them that support they need when they do well. But yeah, big up to Grams, big up to Jarquez, Christian in the building, Connor in the building, Letty in the building, G, big up, bro. Don't know if you're still in the building, Chills as well. Don't know if you're still around, but let me, as I said, guys, jump in. You don't have to worry about the camera stuff, man, because I know some people don't want to be on camera, but that is the link. Let me, can I pin it? I think I've already pinned 2 things already. Replace pin. There you go. That's the link. That's the link. That's the link. That's the link. Big up Morris as well. I hope you guys all good, man. What time is it? 6 o'clock, innit? Yeah. You guys should be finishing up work now, vibing on the way home. Probably got your headphones in, listening in. But yeah, no, I'll talk until one of you guys want to jump in. But look, I don't think we overhyped it. I think we still have to kind of wait and see what happens on the weekend. But this is by far the best performance of the season. And for me, as I said, you know, from the show I was doing earlier on Coppage, I said, I think for me, the reason why it's the best performance, because from minute 1 to minute 90, I think we was at our best. But I think this season, I think you could probably find like a half of football where we're good and maybe 20 minutes in spurts where you think, okay, cool, Liverpool's been decent. But to be fair, from minute 1 to minute 90, Liverpool have been on top of their game, man. So, look, I'm happy. I'm glad the boys can go through in the quarterfinals, which I think every Liverpool fan will be. But big up to the guys, man. Some of the guys weren't happy about it. Still, big ups to have as well. I watched that video earlier as well. You ain't even like my comments up, but I hear it, man. I hear it. It's all right. I'm sure you'll get there. I'm sure you'll get there. Is it the best performance, including last season? Last season? Oh, I get what you mean. Probably. Nah. There was a couple. The Real Madrid one last season was good. I think the Leverkusen 4-0 was good last season as well. So I don't think it's the best one from last. If I had to include last season, but it's definitely the best one for this season because, boy oh boy, yeah, it's mad. Nah, I ain't seen it, Sav. I ain't seen the light, bro. I ain't seen the light, but it's all right, bro. It's all right. I'm sure you'll get to it. Last time I got a like was like 3-4 weeks later, man, which was crazy. Where I was like, yo, I watched this months ago. Let's get Paul in. Paul, big up, man.
How you doing? All right, man.
I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
Yeah,
The
you must feel a little
conversation's
bit better
overhyped or
after
not?
yesterday's. You must
Sorry,
feel a
go
little
on,
bit
Paul.
better after last night's result.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Talk,
Um.
talk to me because the
It's taken
conversation's
this long to
overhyped or
stop.
not.
So what?
So the conversation, did we overhype the performance yesterday or didn't we?
Um. A little bit, in my opinion,
Go ahead, man.
a
You
little
chop it
tiny
up.
bit. It will be. Yeah. They won a very good team. I expected more from them, but they were pretty toothless and pretty impotent, in my personal view.
Mm,
So I was quite surprised. I was expecting more, especially from Osimhen, who everyone keeps hyping up as this Drogba clone, or this new Drogba version of Didier Drogba. So I was extremely disappointed, really. But God, this is I mean, it's taken them this long to actually start playing this type of football. Yeah. I mean, the first 30 minutes, I thought we are going to go back to type and start passing it along the back, waiting for them to come on to us, as they usually do. But then, after 30 minutes, we suddenly woke up and started playing some damn football and started creating some chances. Yeah.
mm,
I thought we played really well. But this doesn't change. This doesn't change anything, man. For me, he's gone, and there seemed to be what can I say, a an acceleration in view of his departure. Yeah. I think he's gone anyway. I think it's too late for him to save his job. Hopefully,
same.
but yeah.
I don't want him to save his
Also, I
job
hope Richard
anyway.
Hughes goes. He takes Richard Hughes with him as well. But I hear he's on the way out as well. Apparently, there's connections of him going to Saudi Arabia, and he's already kind of discussed um, a contract and whatever is going to be his actual kind of role with the
Mm,
Saudi club he's going to. So that's what I've heard. But it was nice to see Ekatike back to his old form. You know, I mean, 1 in 8 games is not good, but I mean, hopefully next season he start what can I say, improving his goal scoring run. Start becoming the prolific goal scorer I hope he's going to be. So I'm waiting for that to happen. Um, I thought McAllister played well, which was a shock. He's actually putting some bite in there. He's actually showing that South American grit and tenacity, which you get from South Americans. I thought he really played well.
mm-hmm,
And I think it's Mo's best game in bloody how long since PSG. Yeah, that's how long we've been waiting for Mo to actually show up and actually start delivering some performances.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, and I was also impressed by the Kanate and um, Van Dyke, VVD, and also Kirkes, who's a guy I'm still not going to be sure about. Yeah, but he played well. Yeah,
Not even after yesterday, Paul. I thought Kirkes was really good. To be fair to him.
I'm not saying that he played well. Yeah, he did play well, but I'm not too sure about him. Yeah, yeah, I'm not too sure about him at all. Yeah, but Brighton's going to be it's the game that I am hoping that we need to get points from. We need to try and
Mm-hmm,
secure that Champions League place. It's in our own hands now. Yeah, and when after that game, then we can actually see whether we are whether this result is an overreaction after Sunday's result against Brighton. That's we have to wait for that one.
all right, Paul.
Yeah.
Big up to you, man. Appreciate you guys. The
Okay,
link is
thanks.
in the
Thanks for
chat.
fishing.
Appreciate you, bro, sharing your thoughts, man. Guys, the link is in the chat if you want to jump in and come and have your say. Um, yeah, the Kirkes one, he said, look, Kirkes played well, but I think Kirkes so far has definitely gained my trust now. I think he's definitely going to be Liverpool's left back going forward. So that's a given now. He's going to be the main guy. I think Mo definitely played well yesterday. He got a goal and an assist, but the performance for me was better than the ones I've seen over the last year. Well, coming up to a year. But he scored and he assisted and he was about getting himself around and getting himself involved in the game. Overall, I think the team in general, though, man, I think to a man, they definitely performed at a high level. But then again, it all depends. I know we've all seen it before, and I think that's the skepticism, isn't it? We've seen it before. We've seen Liverpool perform and then go into the next game and then lose, or go into the next game and play really shit. So hopefully that's not the case anymore. Hopefully Liverpool can move forward. But how many times have we said that sentence? Hopefully this game, and hopefully the next one, and hopefully we do it again. But I get it, man. I get the skepticism, man. But as I said, guys, click the link, jump in. Big up, Scraps. Big up to Kels as well. I did see you in the building as well. But yeah, man, the Brighton game coming up. That's going to be an interesting one. We'll chop that up tomorrow. I think I've got a video scheduled for that. So you guys can we'll top up the Brighton game then. But yeah, nah, it's very interesting, man. Very interesting. I was watching a few of the other guys' streams as well, and I saw a couple of panels, and I think a lot of them, the consensus was they don't really care about this game too much because Liverpool should be beating this team. It's more what we're gonna do against Brighton. And that's how bad we've been this season, where sometimes you can't even celebrate the small wins, man, or the big wins because we're in a quarterfinal. Because it's always like what Liverpool's gonna turn up in the next week and the next few games. And I don't even know, like for the Brighton one, we've beaten them so many times this season, but what team turns up against it, and what manager turns up? Because does the manager that wants to throw everyone on the bus and exclude himself from what's been going on turns up? Or does the manager that actually wants to be a part of this, the guy that was animated on the touchline yesterday, take part? That guy. Okay, I thought he was talking to me. Did you see Sam coming over? Yeah, I did see it, bro. I did see it. But Salah yesterday, man. Salah, look, Salah will get his criticism, but for me yesterday, I don't think he gets it. But let me know if I'm wrong. But I don't think yesterday was the moment when he gets the mad critique what we normally give him when he does underperform. I thought yesterday he did well, and not only just the GA. I would have thought he played well even if he didn't score. Because even after he missed the penalty, I was still thinking at least you're playing decent, bro. At least. Bon Salah, raw. Nah, that's crazy, guys. That's crazy. Hold on, let me see. You might have to rejoin. Whoever just clicked in and jumped out, you might have to rejoin again. I don't know why it keeps kicking you out. Salah is missing sitters and a pen. Yeah, he did miss a sitter. He did get a through ball and he should have. Well, the defender gave him a through ball and he should have scored it, but he didn't. You're right. I think he should have rounded the goalkeeper and he decided he didn't want to do that. And then the penalty is the penalty, man. He definitely should have scored it. But look, he's missed a few of them recently, hasn't he? A few of his recent penalties he's missed. But as I said, to me, it's never been the goals and the assists in it. It's just the performances. And even without them, I would have still thought he played well yesterday. Verse make everyone play better. He does to be fair, but it shouldn't just need him to make them play better. They should automatically want to play better. They should all automatically want to play better, regardless of whether Florian Wirtz is on the pitch or not. But obviously, he does offer something because he is a top player. He is a really, really good player. As I said, guys, the link is there. I'm going to chill until one of you guys decide you want to come in and share your point of view, man. Needs to play midfield, I beg you, Slot. Dom will always play midfield, mate. He has to go in forward now. But look, horses for courses with this manager, man. Curtis came on and went right back. Dom played right back in the previous game. Yeah, he's gonna play who and where he wants to play them at this rate. That's just how he is, man. That's what's been going on with him. He will just play the players where he thinks they should play. And it's not where he thinks, it's where they should be playing. Dom should be playing at right back. He should be playing midfield. Then you'd have Gomez and Frimpong should be your right backs for the rest of the season. That's what should happen, but this is who we got as a manager, innit? So that's why I think in the next game, which I'll talk a bit more about tomorrow, where I think the link should be pinned unless I didn't do it. Shit. That's why I think tomorrow when I have the conversation around what I think he will do, yeah, I think he's gonna mess it up, man. On a slot. That's the link. I think he's gonna mess it up, man, because I think he might revert back to type. I think he's gonna go back to what he's been doing this season. But yeah, that's the link again. Why is it not pinned? I swear I pinned it. Hold on, let me refresh it. 1 second, guys. Bigger Ibrahim. 1 sec, bro. Yeah.
Yo,
bro.
you hear me?
Big up, man. Yeah, I can hear you, bro. What are you telling me?
Yeah. What you said? Yeah.
Chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Chilling,
I'm chilling, bro. Chilling. What a day, man. What a day yesterday was, man. Gassed.
You gassed, yeah?
Yeah, no. We've had all see. It's been low in it, but yeah. The bar's been low in it, but I thought overall we played well. I thought Szoboszlai really good yesterday. Best play on the pitch by a country mile. Best play on the pitch by a country mile. I thought Gravenberch, I thought, was brilliant first half. Tackles, Kerkez was excellent. But the one thing that did annoy me in the first half was there was a couple of incidences that Ekitika was receiving the ball out wide, yeah, and Kerkez was just standing by the right back / centre back, bro. But I think the patterns of play are the same, but I just think the passion of Anfield got us through that game. I don't think it had nothing to do with Slot's tactics, to be honest. But
okay,
I think we did what we had to do yesterday. But one thing I like to say though, Ekitika's end product though. Even though I think he played well, his end product yesterday I don't think was the greatest. Could have been better, but yo, what was your reaction to that Salah missed penalty, bro? Because at the time I was livid. I was struck. I was throwing stuff.
What was that? The reaction to what? The pen or the one-on-one?
Yeah, dependent.
Bro, I didn't even react badly as well from the watch long. I didn't react. I don't even think. I don't want to lie because I'm trying to recall whether or not I reacted, but I don't think I did. I think I just was like, "Oh, unlucky." I think I said something like that, maybe, but I didn't. I don't think I reacted bad. I would have to go and look back and see if I did. Though.
Yeah, fair. But the only problem I have is that I felt we could have given Rio and Trey like at least 15, 20 minutes because the game was done after like 55 minutes, in my opinion. But overall, I'm happy with the performance. But also another thing I'd like to mention, as you literally mentioned before I jumped on about players playing in their actual positions, this has to be the way going forward. Like this has to be, because you see when we actually play a right back or a right wing back at right back, you see what happens. And you play a midfielder in midfield. It's not rocket science, isn't it? But this man thinks he's Johan Cruyff and trying to invent the game of football, bro. It's jarring. But no, I'm happy, man. I'm gassed. But what are you saying about the Brighton game? I'm not too confident about that one.
So I think he's gonna revert back to typing it. And
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I can't get too giddy because he'll do the same. He'll do the same as he does previously. But obviously we've got PSG in the next round. Not looking forward to that, but we'll think about that when we get there in it. But at least we're actually fighting for something this season. We still got things to fight for: the FA Cup, Champions League, and top 5 in it. So
do you think because obviously that's why I'm using the word overhyped today, yeah. Do you think it's because we're used to us putting in somewhat of a decent performance and then the next game we just revert back to being absolutely rubbish again? You think that's what it is, where no one wants to like? But then
that's why. Yeah.
But then I don't want to take away I don't think we've had a game this season, in my opinion, that we've played good from minute 1 to 90. I don't think we've had one of those.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Real Madrid game, I thought we played well from minute 1 to minute 90. I thought the Madrid game. That's probably the closest.
Did I feel that way?
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe we did, to be fair. Maybe we did.
Maybe the Madrid game, but apart from that, I can't really recall it here. But nah, man, is what isn't it? got things to fight for. Hopefully, think God willing, Slot actually builds on this, but highly doubt it. But
Even if he builds on it, bro, we still want him gone, bro. Like,
yeah, he's
even
still
if,
got to go, man. No, he's got to go. He's already done enough damage as it is, bro. Done enough damage.
yeah, play out the rest of the season and then you can head out, bro.
Yep.
That's it. Take what you need to win, what you need to win if you can, and then thank you very much.
Get me Champions League. Get me Champions League football and win me a trophy. Get me Champions League football and win a trophy and then dip. But yeah,
that's mad. But Ibrahim, big up to you, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Big
bro.
up,
Thank
man.
you. Yeah.
Big up, man.
Big up.
Big up. I say, guys, the link should be pinned. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just redo it again. If you want to jump in, I'm not going to be here long, guys. This stream will last as long as you guys are here chopping it up. It's your time to share your opinions. Hold on, let me get rid of that. I'll remove that one. Let's put it back in there again. Hold on. There, boom. Let me pin it now. All right, that should be there now. So that's the link. That should be pinned at the top. Hopefully. We got Tarine. He says, yes, we've overhyped the win. I don't think we have though, but I don't think I have. But as Liverpool fans run around just overhyping it, or let me know, man. I don't think I've seen many people get gassed over it. I think they're just kind of just happy with winning a game of football and looking good. The sleeves are back, joke, man. But we've been starving. I'm happy. Hold on, why can I not see? Hold on. That's just in the way. I'm happy watching Kirkes, Grav, Mac, and Kai Sinat biting onto or into challenges more than the goals. Now I hear it. Big up to you for the supers, though. It's true, like our fullbacks yesterday, Kirkes and Frimpong, I don't think they lost out in any battle. Kirkes yesterday was just mad aggressive. And then Frimpong was mad aggressive as well. I know a lot of people, not a lot, some people are saying that they don't really think he's a good right back. Hopefully yesterday showed, man, like no one's going to beat him for speed, and he's aggressive. And when he wins it, he keeps it simple as well. He keeps it very, very simple. Well, big up for the super chat, man. Yeah, he keeps it very, very simple when he wins it. I think yesterday, though, his crossing could have been better. But then also I looked at the a lot of the movement in the box here from the crosses, and hardly any of them was making good runs as well, man. Hardly any of them was making decent movement for someone, like for you to get hit, like for someone to find a good cross to you. But yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of people got injured yesterday, man. I don't know if I was harsh yesterday or my man that tried to rip up his whole finger in that, but he was off the pitch, man. And we was just spending time trying to nurse him back to health and that, like he was dying. He weren't even dying. He was literally on the side of the medical staff. They could have handled it and we could have got on with the game, but these men didn't want to do it. They want to wait and check in on their brother and that. I hear it. Big up CLB. Big up Endz. I don't think we have played well for 90 minutes, but we've also had some face of teams at home without fans. Nah, to be fair, look, yeah, they didn't have their fans. Big up Herb as well. They didn't have their fans, and I hear it. But would they have made a difference? I don't think. I think the way Liverpool played yesterday, I don't think no matter what, whether they had fans or not, would have made any difference. I think they, and especially listen to what Sobo said. And Sobo was saying that, look, he took it to heart, innit? And some of the lads took it to heart, the fact that they were celebrating after the first game like it was done. So him and a few of the guys had a conversation about it. So they were gonna be on it for tonight, just to show them what's going on. So yeah, I don't think it would have mattered, if I'm being totally honest, whether or not they had their fans there or not. Like, it wouldn't have mattered, like, you know, if Liverpool didn't have fans, if we didn't have our fans when we went to Galatasaray, it wouldn't have mattered either, because we didn't play well enough to win that game. They didn't play well enough to win this game. And we bossed them from minute 1 to minute 90. I don't think there's nothing. I know Osimhen injured his arm in the game, but before that, it's not like he was doing anything. He weren't pulling up trees before he got his arm whatever he did to his arm. It's not like he was playing great or well. He was literally doing nothing up until that point. So he just carried on doing nothing. That's all it was. No, I know it. I know he is because I saw the guys. So I've got him on my Insta, and I saw a lot of the Liverpool players, well, the Dutch ones, was posting under his posting under him because he took a picture in the hospital, innit, with the two of the nurses. So clearly he's fine, in it. He's good. But they were just like wishing him back to health, and I'm like, yo, he didn't break his leg, or you know what I mean, didn't get knocked out on the football pitch. He literally hurt his thumb. He hurt his thumb. Whether that's harsh or not, I don't know, guys, innit? I'm just saying he just hurt his thumb. And the way that the guys were reacting was crazy. But to be fair, some people don't like blood. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was, innit? Maybe he didn't like blood, saw blood, and then, yeah, it was mad. He broke his arm in the 7th minute. Yeah, but he didn't do nothing for the first 7 minutes. And we hearing that he broke his hand now. I don't even know how you broke your hand. How you got a weak wrist, blood. That's where he just ran into. He tried to turn Kanate and he hurt his wrist. Yeah, he wouldn't have done nothing anyway, man. He would have been locked up, bro. He couldn't win. He didn't win one duel against the Mandan before that. Then they tried to play a lot of long passes. Nothing worked out. So whether he had two good hands or not, he weren't gonna do nothing. The boys were not gonna let them do anything that night, last night. I don't know if he's got weak wrist, but I told you the guys took vibranium yesterday, bro. They did something because I don't understand how every time they ran into a Liverpool player, they all got injured. I didn't even get it. That Lamina, you jumped with Frimpong, he nearly knocked him out. I was like, yo, you made Frimpong bully you in the air. Crazy. Guy ran into McAllister, fell over. The big centre back, was it Singo? He ran into McAllister and fell over. Salah brushed off two man, left them on the dirt. Like, I don't know, grabs one couple of aerial duels, not man. I don't know. We were just on it. There's nothing they could have done yesterday. There's nothing. We was on it from minute one. The tempo was just there. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. I'm a stronger youth than them youth, bro. Them youth are skinny youths, bro. There's no way. You run into the Kanai, and then all of a sudden your body's just hurting. And he didn't run into him from like, I weren't looking. They both was close. He tried to spin, and Kanate was just there. Yeah, nah, bro. I'm not a weak youth, man. I don't know about you, man, but I'm not a weak youth. There's no way I run into Kanate. From the distance he ran into him, and then I was hurt. Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. They're only strong at home. Yeah, because their away record stunk as well, to be fair. Like, their away record, they're not great away from home, but they're good at home. They had their fans. Their fans were rocking. They created the noise. Cool. And we did the same, and we smoked you 4-0. You were at home, and you was able to gather yourself and got a goal. We should have scored at least 2 or 3 in that first, 7 minutes against them then, and we didn't. So now, this is a position that, that's what they got. Us with fans made us with our fans at home, and just us being on it. We saw who was the better team. They rolled over, to be honest. I hear it, man. I hear it. Burnley was a tougher opponent. Yeah, 100% they were. Barnsley, sorry. Barnsley was a better opponent. Yeah, they were tougher. Burnley's been tougher. Sunderland's been tougher. Leeds has been tougher. Yeah, man. These men got brushed up, man. That's what we should have done to Spurs, to be fair to us, and we just didn't. And I don't know why. We allowed Spurs to play football against us when we should have just smashed them. like what we did to Galatasaray. I don't get it. I don't get why we've got this such an inconsistent team, man. But there's something to build on from this last game. And if the manager can't see it, and if the manager can't do it, then I don't know. Yeah. Barnsley were a top. Yeah, I got that, man. You realize the Galatasaray laugh like they've beaten us twice. Yeah, they did. They did 1-0 both games, right? Both at their ground. This time they came to Anfield. So what we saying then? If we would have played at least one of them games at Anfield, we'd have won one of them then. Because they won both times 1-0. And we had to play them away twice. If we'd have been able to play them at home twice, we'd have won one of them. Yeah, they're stronger defender. Even Sanchez, though, but he's a scrub as well, man. I don't even... Like, these are guys that are washed, man. Nah, Sam, I love with that picture, bro. This guy, Sam, why have you come to troll, bro?
I haven't come to troll, bro. That's just my background image, innit?
No, it's not your background, Sam.
It's my background image. Man's topless and that, bro. You get me? I'm not trying to get you demonetized, bro. So whatever my background is what it is, bro.
That's Sam. All right.
That's always my background, bro. Man, them know I just don't use it anymore, innit? But obviously, I close my shutter on my camera. That's what did, bro.
That's all right. We said no, bro.
Oh, good, man. Why are you speaking so greasy, bro?
What do you mean?
I don't like this unhinged ends, bro. Like, you didn't have this chat for Galatasaray last week, bro.
No, but we smoked them up, bro, and I felt different today, innit? I feel different, bro.
Nah, I'm happy for you, bro. But all of a sudden, yeah, this man's a scrub anyway. Bro, you didn't say this when we was all worried last week, bro. Just...
Because I know we don't have to play them again, Sam. We don't have to play them again. Osherman, he's my guy, but yeah, he's weak Ute blood. This weak bone Ute. Osherman, I don't really mean this in it, so I'm sorry.
Bro, these footballers are like, he's about 10.5 stone, bro. You didn't say Neymar crack his whole spine in the World Cup, bro, from an elbow.
No, he did. You're right.
They put him in a helicopter, bro. They shipped him out, bro. These men, that's how they're built, bro. Sports science and that. No muscle. Just bare vertebrae and pigeon chest, bro. That's what these men are dealing with, bro.
But as I said, in it, Sanchez is a scrub, lad. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, no one rated Sanchez anyway. I don't know if Spurs fans.
Yeah, he's a scrub. Lang is a good player. And
no, bro, let's be honest, man. They've got there's a few players spotted around their team that can get to other teams and that, but they're not good, bro. They're not good on a global level. They are in their league, innit? So that's why I'm not hyping beating them, because we should have beat them anyway, bro. I don't know. I don't understand, but it's because we've been so bad why you like this, because this is just the same as the Frankfurt game to me, bro. Same shit. It's the same shit, bro. Frankfurt, Marseille. Although Marseille, I expected more from them at the time, but I didn't expect more from Galatasaray, bro. They were terrible.
Did we make them terrible?
No, we did. No. We played good.
Them terrible, bro.
No. We played really good, and they were terrible, bro. Like, they didn't offer anything. But we played. They got a bit scared, and we basically did what we did last week. This is what I'm saying, bro. I can't. Last week, the first 10 minutes of the game, Liverpool did the same thing this week, but scored the goals instead of missing the chances. And this tie could have been wrapped up early, and then Rio and that could have had a game. But nah, man, I'm happy that we're through. That's the positive. But and the question is it overhyped? I don't know if it's overhyped because I haven't watched anyone else's content really. But it depends what's the masses saying about the game.
I've watched a bit of what a lot of people have said, and I think everyone's kind of gone happy with the win. From what I've taken from it, happy with the win. But let's see what happens on Saturday. I think that's their mindset.
I hear it. I don't think the two games correlate with each other, to be honest, because one's a cup game and one's a league game. So you shouldn't be able to switch on and off, but really they don't matter with each other, innit? Like Liverpool could be terrible in the league and good in the Champions League, theoretically. Like Spurs and United last season, where they were terrible in the league and then they both were good in the Europa League. So it's very possible to do that, but shouldn't be a thing with the team that Liverpool's got.
I'm here, Endz.
I can hear you, Mike.
No, I wasn't looking at the bottom left. I didn't realize that I was in the studio. My bad, dog.
Nice, all right, bro. It's all right. Well, wait. Did we overhype it, man? I'm trying to recall, Mike, because we got to Nick react. Nick said me and Dean overhyped it still.
I mean, listen.
I'm trying to think of my match reaction. I was like, did I hype it? I probably did, because I was gassed still. I can't lie.
No, for sure. Listen, I think the year has been so bad that everyone, on the day of a win like that, on the best performance of the season, people are allowed to be a little bit overexcited, because it's been a long time since we've just utterly dominated a team, and we should have won that game 10-0. The fact that McAllister's goal was even ruled offside, like, why did we not look further into that? That wasn't a foul. The goalkeeper punched Virgil van Dijk in the face, but that's a foul. Okay. But obviously it was 4-0, and they were probably just like, hey guys, there's 5 minutes left. Chalk it up. It's all good. Don't worry about it. But listen, I mean, looking at the game, I think that the only aspect that I think is worth applauding is the effort that I saw, right? Like the desire from the players on the second ball, the desire during the press, the desire to get back and defend. It was just, we gave the extra bit of effort. But the thing is that it drove me insane. And I was angry after the game because I was like, where were all these basics all season? Like, where was this desire from the midfield to win the second ball all season? Where has this aggressive pressing been? Like, again, we were up 4-0 and we were pressing them to death. Every time one of their midfielders took a loose touch, 87th minute, didn't matter, we're up 4-0, get the ball. Where has that been, right? I think from a Galatasaray perspective, they played with 10 men for half the first half. I don't know why they didn't sub off Osimhen, because he couldn't do anything. They couldn't build up either way because they couldn't deal with our press. They couldn't cope with our possession. We were a little bit too lateral in the first half, but we turned it around in the second. We were clinical on the day, except for Mo Salah. Listen, I know that Salah he scored the hardest chance of the game, but he misses two one-on-ones and a penalty. Like vintage Mo should have scored 4 goals. Like, what are we doing? And I know that he had the wonderful pass to Hugo Ekitike, which sucks because it's like he was so poor in that first half. And then he somehow turns around and gets a goal and an assist, which is crazy. But, that is kind of vintage Mo, not going to lie. Terrible game, G&A, everyone forgets about it. But yeah, just we got to move forward. The only thing I want to see from this team going forward, I don't believe in the tactics. I don't believe in slop. But if we put that extra effort in and we press harder, we go for the second balls more, we play more aggressive in midfield, and we act like we want it, I think that alone can boost us 15, 25%. Like just the effort alone can get us to a place where we can easily get to the top 4. And then of course it's going to be a different story versus PSG, but let's just be happy that we absolutely smashed Galatasaray. We did do what we should have done though. I'm not going to act like we just knocked Real Madrid out. We should be hammering Galatasaray at home. And I don't think anyone had a poor game, and it's amazing what happens when you play Dominic Szoboszlai in midfield. I don't know if anyone noticed. I don't know if anyone caught that, but when your midfielder plays in midfield, he does great things. And when you play a right back at right back, he does great things. So yeah, I don't know about overhyping, but I wouldn't jump. I wouldn't jump I would hold your horses. Hold your horses, relax, settle, ground yourself. Let's get through Brighton, and let's hope that we see the same kind of effort. But
don't worry, you won't see the same kind of effort. You won't.
Sav. I know this. But like, it's funny because this is exactly what I thought would happen last week. Last Friday I said I think we're going to drop point. Actually, 2 weeks ago I said that we're going to drop points to Spurs, and people laughed at me. But last week I said on Friday we're going to drop points to Spurs, and then we're going to beat Galatasaray and go through, because that would be the most Liverpool thing based on, the progression of our season and the patterns that we display in our performances. That would make the most sense. That would make the most sense. And it happened. And I wouldn't be surprised if, Sav, you're right. And we just fall off a cliff in terms of effort this upcoming weekend against Brighton. But, we still have something to play for. And as long as we have something to play for, I'm going to back the boys, or at least my best. I'll do my best to back the boys in the Champions League. Premier League, I don't know. I really don't know.
Fairs. Big up to Christian as well for becoming a member. My G, big up. Appreciate the love, man. If you guys want to become members, come and support the road to what are we on now? Nearly 10K. We're not even close yet, but we're close. We're close enough. Nah, big up Squidly as well. I see you in the building, bro. Big up to you. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to be happy, bro, because I don't know how long it's going to last. So even if I get 3 days of good happiness, of not have to say a bad thing about this team, great. Because I know come 12:30 on Saturday, well, let's say 2:30, the game will be done by then. By 2:30, things could be completely different and a completely different conversation. So I'd rather right now speak in good terms. And then when we do go back to playing shit again, then at least I've enjoyed the good times. Yeah, big up.
I'm not gonna be able to watch that. I'm not waking up at 5:30. I'm not doing it. I'm not waking up at 5:30 a.m. for this Arne Slot team. Last time I did that, we got spanked. So you're gonna have to be the eyes and ears of the whole West Coast of America, because I doubt anybody on my side of the world is going to wake up that early to watch Arne Slot. Although I will say, big up to Arne for being a little bit more animated. He must be on Twitter. Like I'm convinced now that Arne Slot is on Twitter because of the way that he trolls people after games, the way that he trolls people in press conferences. And then you heard the whole like lack of emotion comparison to Klopp super loud this last week. And then all of a sudden the dude is just animated for like a guy makes a pass. He's like losing his mind. We were pressing and I could see Arne Slot almost getting onto the pitch and like yelling at Kirkes. He's like, go, go, go. I'm like, okay, give me some more of this. Give me some more of this.
Yeah, but I think if he carries on doing that, he might change some people's minds about or how they view him as a manager.
What, just off him being animated?
I promise. I'm normally corrected about certain things, bro. I promise you, it might change a few. Because if he does it and win games, as I said, you'd start to feel like, oh, he understands what we've been trying to say. I feel like that's what will happen. So then people lean into, see, no, he can do it. He's always been able to do it, but he just hasn't done it.
You know what? It don't matter because they don't have any say whether he stays or not anyway. So either way, he's staying. So whether people think that or not, it doesn't make a difference. To be fair to him, though, not to be fair to him, I can't stand the guy, but he, I don't think it was a pretense or anything like that. Because the only time I ever saw him as a manager before Liverpool was against Atletico Madrid, and that's how he was acting. That's why when he got to Liverpool, I thought he was going to be like that because I saw him trying to fight Simeone. They were both on the pitch ready to scrap. So that's the only time I ever saw him like that. So I think the risk of being knocked out of the Champions League, such a big competition, the fact that there was so much talk around this team, and obviously all the talk around Anfield, and then the fact that they didn't have any fans in there and Anfield was loud, I think it just hyped him up a little bit. Because he was like that against Spurs, he was screaming like that, but just for corners. Because he's set piece guy now, isn't it? He was screaming, losing his mind for corners because he knows that's how we score goals. But I don't put it past Liverpool beating Brighton. We beat them twice this season already. The performance wise and however they go about their aggression and intensity, I can doubt that. But because I think the players just got themselves up for a Champions League game. I think they psyched themselves up enough by hearing all the talk, and they know that Spurs in the form they were in, it felt like a loss to them. So. Yeah, be very interesting.
It was a loss. But, I think that to the rational person, the only way Arne Slot could rectify anyone's opinion on him is you got to go out and you got to win the FA Cup and you got to win the Champions League. I don't think one of them is enough based off what you've shown me this season. At least that's my own opinion. Other people can have theirs. He can get as animated as he wants. He could straight up have a boxing match with Pep Guardiola and throw a punch for me. I won't care. Like you've You've single-handedly destroyed the identity of this club and ruined this season. So save it, get the FA Cup, get the Champions League, and I'll give you a little 6-month extension, not a full season extension. You have another half a year, which is unrealistic. Which is unrealistic, and I'm prefacing it with that. I know that that's absurd, but that's just
what
my
if he
personal.
wins the what if he wins the champs and the FA Cup, right? And the football improves drastically. And what I mean by drastically, you can put whatever that means to you. So whatever that means to you, drastically, in terms of the way we play, the pressing, the goals, the defending, whatever that means to you as like Liverpool being back to their best, and he wins those two trophies.
He can leave, bro. He can listen, if he wins the 2 trophies and the football changes drastically, then he can come to the parade. But he's still gotta go, bro. Because for me, just me, because I'm, you know what I mean, tampon boys don't get upset. I didn't like the football last season either. So for him to change drastically would be to change him as a person, bro. Like I've not the football that I like, which is doesn't matter to Slot. His objective is to win games. Or good football that objectively I think I've seen at Liverpool hasn't happened while he's been the manager. It's like I don't mean entirely hasn't happened. I just don't think I've seen, and I'm being serious, I don't really think I've seen 10 games or more than 10 games that I've liked while Slot's been the manager, and he's managed over 60 games in it. So yeah, that's enough for me, bro. That's not enough. Yeah.
Can't argue with that. I would just say that if he does that, I will never not hate him. I will always hate him. He always has a special place in my hateful heart. Like there is a whole corner for Arne Slot that I will hate forever. But if he wins those 2 competitions, I'm not going to sit here and publicly tell anybody, hey, Arne Slot out, or hey, we need to get this manager out. I'll be like, you know what? I need to bite my tongue. I'm in the massive minority here. That's whatever. I will be like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you over your stance on the manager. And you know, it would be beyond unrealistic to expect anything to happen. Even if he wins one of them, like let's be real. FSG, if he wins the FA, like if we beat City, and like let's say we beat Arsenal in the final of the FA Cup, they're not sacking him, guys. They're not. If we win the Champions League, that's like you've got 18 more months and another 300 million coming your way. Like you're good. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, if he wins the Champions League, they'll give him the new contract before the parade, bro.
Which is like, listen, from a club perspective, I can't I think especially with major competitions, it's like, you know, you have your opinion, but then you have what's realistic, and it's just completely unrealistic to think that the club is going to get rid of him. But I can still dislike him. I mean, listen, I'm not the biggest Lee Gunner fan in the world, but Lee Gunner's been calling for Arteta's head for 6 years. He's going to celebrate harder than anybody else if he wins the Premier League this season with Arsenal.
He's a method, man. I mean, the meth you to their blood.
So I mean, listen, we're all allowed to have our opinions.
No, I'm with you. Like, I feel that I'm exactly the same as you. Like, I can always be objective. So that's how I felt about Slot the whole time from the beginning of the season. I just didn't want him. I didn't want him as the gaffer. But while everyone else was going, yeah, he's won the league. I'm like, yeah, no, that's why I'm not arguing my point every week. I just think this. Yeah. Don't ask me, and I don't want to tell you on it. But otherwise, from that, I don't want him here. But then when he started falling off a cliff a little bit, yeah, I mean, that was, but yeah, it's just opinions, really. I know from a football standpoint, if you're winning, I'll get it. If you're winning the Champions League, that's not realistic for them to get rid of you, unless you was like a caretaker manager. You didn't show too much in the league, kind of like what Di Matteo and them kind of people did, where they came in. He came in the quarterfinals, so won the competition, and I get that. And you can just go out on a high, but hopefully he just steps down, bro.
LFC Jamaican Scouser. The link is there. It's pinned at the top if you want to click it to jump in the conversation. That's how you call in. Sorry, boys.
No. I mean, I just think that no one here can tell me what Arne Slot ball is. Like, that's the problem. Is that no one here can actually quantify in a logical sense if Arne Slot had all of his pieces, how would he want to play? Because if what I've seen in the first half of the season is how he wants to play, then I've seen all the evidence that I need. And there's no players out there that you could put into the positions that our players were playing, and I would be like, yeah, you know what, he would do a better job. Like there's no one on the planet that I could swap Cody Gakpo out for in the positions that I've seen Cody Gakpo in week out and say that guy could do better enough to where I'm towards the top of the league. And I know that the club is going to view it from, well, we've lost a lot of games in the last minute and we've drawn a lot of games in the last minute. We've just been unlucky and unfortunate. These are the fine margins. Like that's the excuse that's going on behind the board, is that because it's so close, well, maybe it's just the pieces. My argument is just that there are no pieces. Like this chessboard is set. Like there's no exchanging anything. This is what you're getting, and it's just dependent on the day. And that's just not, like, I don't have real belief in that. But, you know, going forward, we'll see. I mean, who knows? Who knows what would happen if you put a proper number 6 in this team? Who knows what would happen if we had 2 wingers that could actually consistently take on fullbacks, if you want to just isolate them by themselves? I don't know. But that's all theory. Like, I need to see that to believe it. But in order for me to get to be able to even entertain seeing it, you got to show me something to rectify everything that you did to me in the first half of the season. So that would be the Champions League. And if we can get through PSG, I'm not afraid of Bayern Munich. If we get through PSG, I'm not afraid of Bayern Munich. And if we get to the final, I'm not afraid of Barcelona. And I'm sure as shit not afraid of Arsenal, because Arsenal haven't beat Arne Slot once.
You need to be afraid of Barcelona, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I watched both legs of the Newcastle game. Once Barcelona, first off, the penalty in the first game was some of the worst defending I've ever seen. If Newcastle go into that second leg up 1-0, it's a totally different story. But if you look at that game, once Barcelona scored that second goal, you saw all the belief in this Newcastle team just dissipate. And I'm a big believer in momentum. Like every goal after 3-2, I'm looking at it from like, this team is just defeated. Like you're running up the score. This doesn't matter. These guys are done. These guys don't care. They don't want to be here. It is what it is. I think that Barcelona can be very open. And I think that Lamine Yamal is very susceptible to poor performances, at least right now. And the guy is absolutely shameless. I mean, to do that celebration that he did after a penalty, after a stinker and missing a wide open net, crazy kind of mentality. But in a final against that team, especially because you have to think, Endz, we'd have to get through PSG, which would be avenging last season. Then we're going to have a hell of a lot of momentum. Then we got to play Bayern Munich. You think these players are going to want to lose to Luis Diaz? Then we're going to have a lot of momentum. And then you get to the final and it's a one-off. And if it's a one-off, hey, anything can happen. Anything can. And if our players show that kind of desire, I don't see Barcelona beating us. Not if we play like we did against Galatasaray. We should have scored 10 goals, Endz. We should have scored 10.
No, 100%. I agree.
I ain't gonna lie, but Barcelona will batter us still.
I'm trying to.
You'd have to have some kind of slot performance last season when he just throws like there's no strikers on the pitch or something. Barcelona's high, like Mike is right, at the high line. Once you figure that out, you're good against Barca to scoring goals. You need to not give them confidence in the game. That's the problem, because they'll just destroy you. But I think Bayern and Barca against each other will be interesting because it'll be all out attack. Barca's not beating, I'll tell you what, they're not. It's funny though. Barca's not beating Arsenal. It's not happening.
Arsenal could easily get there.
Arsenal's the most worrying team, bro. The only team that I'm fine with beating Arsenal is Liverpool. I think Liverpool will beat Arsenal. Everybody else, I don't think because it's 2 legs. You're not beating them. Arteta will have an answer for that. He'll have an answer.
But in a one-off.
Yeah, so somebody needs to get rid of Arsenal quick, bro. Quick. Sporting on
a dodgy 2-leg in there.
Yeah. If Sporting can have a 0-0 in one of the legs and then catch them slipping in the next one. But apart from that, I promise, bro. Like Arteta's got answers, bro. And in the Champions League, he's better than he's in the league.
Sure.
Can't have a Prem in the Champions League from Arsenal in one season, bro. I'll stop watching football.
Yeah, jump in, bro. You're there now. You can unmute yourself.
Hey, what's happening, boys? Hey, Mike, I haven't spoken to you since Sam. How are you doing?
Yo, I have no idea. I have no idea who this is because I can't see you. But Jake.
Remember we
How
used
long
to
ago?
talk a long time ago
long?
when he was This Is Football, and then he cut me out, didn't he? 'Cause he,
Okay. Is that, dude,
didn't
you're
like my
talking like you're
opinions.
talking like 3 years ago.
Yeah. I'm an OG. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Boys,
remember what I
boys.
had for breakfast yesterday, let alone 3 years.
How you doing, boys? I got
All
a
good,
theory on
man.
last night's game. I don't know if you want to hear it, but
Of course, man.
yeah. So basically, I think last night was the most intense I've seen Liverpool. I actually wanted to jump out my seat, and I haven't felt like that all season. So I think, and this is my theory, I think his job was on the line, and I think he went back to Jurgen Klopp ball. I don't think that was slot ball. Well, we witnessed last night the intensity, there was gegen pressing. They were hunting down the second ball, winning all the duels. It was nothing like slot. It was the anti-slot, and I just wanted to say that and see if I'm going crazy or if you're on the same kind of wavelength of what you've seen.
He's nearly been sacked so many times this
Yeah.
season. I don't know whether last night was if you don't win, you're getting sacked, but it wouldn't have helped his case. I just felt like he just went back to, you're right, just went back to letting the players play the way that they played on the top for how many years. And I think it works best for us, him, the team, everyone around, the fans. It works best for all of us combined. The problem
Bro, when was that performance all season? We haven't played like that all season. I can't remember one game where I was like going at my TV. Yeah, go on, join me. There hasn't been. It feels like he threw our season. He won the league, and then he was such a bold fraud. They were just like, oh yeah, I play my tactics now. Just scrap what I did last season. Scrap. Do you know what? He scraps. He looks up to Pep Guardiola, by the way. We took a manager that wanted to play tiki-taki. That's the truth. We're not a club like that. We play on emotion. You got to suck the manager in. The manager has to be connected to the crowd because the crowd gives off an energy. That's what Liverpool's always been about, right, Mike?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like stone cold, stone faced, emotionless. I'm not gonna say the rest of that soliloquy so that I don't get Endz demonetized. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the whole stone cold. I want my manager animated. I want him screaming. I want him yelling because that's just like. But also, I think that's personal preference because that's how I am. Right? Like that's the way that I am. I'm screaming. I'm yelling. I'm overreacting. I don't want that from my players. And I think that when you see the manager doing that as a player, you're like, yo, I can't be acting like him. I need to stay calm. Like let him burst out for me. I know that he's got me. He'll yell. He'll do everything. I need to stay focused. I think that's like the psychological element of it is that when you see the manager doing that, you don't feel the need to do it. But if you don't see him doing that, you feel the need to lose your mind.
Yeah.
I've not been
and
watching
the players as well.
Scraps.
These players, we've given them a lot of like slack. But then why did they all click last night? Why? You got to think about it, boys. Because we played completely different to what he does. Tiki-taki, passing it back and forth. Like, they're not about that. They're about what they did last night. 100%.
They need to stick to that going forward.
And the animation, he looked like a South Park character on the sideline, didn't he? Looked like Trey and Matt Stone at him. Like,
no, who else was it? There's someone else like you said it. I said, no, I'm going to troll you guys until I can't be bothered. Nah, but big up, man. I appreciate you jumping in, though, man.
Oh, no worries, bro. It's good to see you both. Anyway, do you still go on Hussams and that? Or
who, me?
Yeah.
I haven't been for ages, but he hasn't invited me for ages because obviously, you know what I mean? I get onto his boy in it too much.
Oh, who's that?
Salah.
Oh. Good old Mo. He was good last night, though, wasn't he, Mo?
He was. Mo was
Except
really
for the penalty.
Hey.
What was he doing with that penalty? Why was he trying to Panenka the keeper? Just smash it. Why'd you just smash it?
That's the legend, man. That's the legend, man.
Stretch. Good is a stretch. Saying that Mo was good last night is a stretch because we have to keep the same energy as we always do.
Mike. I'm normally the one that's mad critique about him, but he was good yesterday, bro.
Yeah, he was.
First 45 minutes. That I'm telling you right now, at halftime, I said sell him in the tunnel because he missed 3 1v1s. He missed the one-on-one where he tried to chip the keeper and it got saved. He missed the
Tell him in the
one-on-one at the
tunnel,
very
imagine.
he missed the one-on-one at the very end. Like it was like a minute left. He kicked it and then it bounced back and then Florian Wirtz kicked it and it deflected off of someone. And he missed one other opportunity and I was just like, I can't do this. But then of course in Mo fashion, he heard me from California and he said, "That's great, Mike. You're an idiot. That's why you're not involved in football. Watch this." And then he, puts it on a plate for Ekitike, and then he basically replicates his goal against Chelsea in 2019. So I respectfully hold that, but I mean, I'm not going to say that he was.
Yeah,
I definitely not sell him in the tunnel. I've never said that.
I was angry. Okay, like I said before, I'm passionate. I'm emotional. I'm passionate.
At the end of the season.
yeah. But boys, if he goes back to slow and lethargic Saturday, the team are going to boo him again. The fans are going to boo him again. You know that, right? Because they've seen what they wanted last night. That is how we operate. Fast, ferocious. The fans get behind the players. That's what Liverpool's about. Like, whenever I've been to Anfield, it's always been pumping. Since Slot's been there, it's been shit. It's been dead, like a library.
Nah, for real, man.
No, for sure. I hear you. All
right. Bro, I'm going to let you go, yeah? But big up for joining, man.
Yeah, big up, bro. Yeah.
Big up, man. In a bit. Nah, you man are beat, man.
I said so Salah every time he missed, bro. Never mind in the tunnel.
That's how I was feeling, bro.
I think my words were give him away, bro. Don't sell it. Give him away, bro.
These were such easy away, chances, bro.
Like the father of a bride, man. Give him away. Pissing me off, bro.
But it's annoying because he misses these easy chances, and then while facing the wrong direction, he hooks his entire body to then play a perfect pass that goes across the whole box to a wide open Ekitike. Like, brother, how do you miss a pen and 2 1v1s, but then you just pull that out of the fire? But with your body in the complete wrong direction. So you had to readjust, play the pass, and then the finish also, by the way, just because no one's spoken about it. Florian Wirtz, his first touch last night, his little shimmies, his little body feints, that's what I need to see more of. Like, this dude was backheeling things, one touch outside of the boot. Like, I know that it's simple. And it's like, this is simple football.
Like he should be at Barcelona, bro, with the way he was playing yesterday.
I'm just like we've been missing this for this is what Thiago Alcantara was supposed to be in those tight areas. He was supposed to be that just one touch with the back of the heel, boom, it's right in your path. Now, obviously, Thiago had his injury spells, but I need to see more of that. And maybe that's just because, he was given a little bit more license because of the formation that we ran. Also, by the way, just everyone, I need you to go and I need you to look at the timeline of the game. And the second a certain Dutch number 18 comes on the pitch, zero anything created from then on. In fact, we did the opposite of create. We actually gave up opportunities. Muted.
Wasn't his fault though, Mike. I don't know you want to throw the agenda out there. I'll let it slide, Mike. I'll let the agenda run.
Listen, he can't play. He cannot start games for this club. We looked so good without him. And because he gets in everyone's way. He was getting in people's way last night.
Told you, use him as a striker, bro. That's what we need to do. Use him as a forward. He's gonna play on the weekend, though. You know that, right?
I know it. Endz, I know this manager like the back of my hand. Like, I know exactly what I'm going to see. This Sopa slide back into right back because we can't risk Frimpong getting injured. Robertson will play left back. McAllister, Gravenberch, Wirtz, Gakpo, Ekitike, Salah.
When's the next game after Brighton?
Couple of weeks, I think, because we got international break, innit?
Oh, then he might as well just play the same team. Let's be honest, bro. They didn't exert much energy against Galatasaray.
No, they did, Sam. They did. They worked hard, man.
What? Worked hard? There was nothing going back the other way.
Well, we were working really hard in midfield. We were working really hard in midfield.
That's not working hard. That's regular interval training, bro.
Sam. We can't do this to them, man.
That's what they do. That's what they train for every day of their life.
Sam, if I mention kilometers run, are you gonna get triggered?
Bro, what is this?
All they do every day.
Sam, don't worry.
All they do every day is run, bro.
Bro, we play City at 4:45 in the morning. That's the first game back. Are you kidding me? What's up with
Not for me. I don't know.
No, 100% not for you. I'm not waking up at 4:45 to watch Man City Liverpool. Oh,
Hey,
God.
of course you are,
This-
mate. Get up and watch it.
But this club, it's killing. I can't stand this, dude. At least on the East Coast, I might have to move back to New York just for football because I can't do this. I can't do this 4:45 a.m. stuff. It's too much. I can't even imagine. Imagine you lived in like India or like Indonesia. You were the other way and it was ahead. Oh my God.
Hey, you pick the team you support, man, and that's the time they're on. That's the time you gotta go and support.
I would like to feel sorry for you, bro, but I don't. Because
No, of course you don't. You
no,
shouldn't.
I don't. Because you know all the sports I watch is American, and that's exactly what I have.
UFC, WWE,
UFC,
NBA,
WrestleMania,
NFL, everything.
basketball.
Yeah,
Same
You
shit,
get
bro.
screwed for UFC
No, I
because
get
UFC
absolutely-
is
no,
like
Mike, I
3
get-
a.m..
I get- It's horrible, especially the main events like 5:15,
6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. You get destroyed.
And can you ask Connor who said that Gakpo should play on the right wing? Because Connor's been bringing this up all day.
I said, I think it was Connor asking. He said Rio should play, and I said, no, I'd rather Rio play on the left and Gakpo plays on the right.
Why is he trying to throw you under the bus, bro?
What in terms of but it weren't like a mad conversation. He said
He's bringing it up like you. So
Gakpo can't play on the right.
He keeps saying certain
No,
man
he
want to
can.
play Gakpo on the right wing. So I'm just
he can play on the no. Don't worry, man. I'll block him in a minute if he carries on.
I
No, he
wouldn't
can.
want to
He
see him
can play
there.
on the right. But he'll play where Salah was playing as the inverted striker, and then Frimpong can have the wide area to do what he needs to do. Yeah, he can easily play in that position.
It's almost like we've been asking for 8 months to not play Mo Salah as a touchline winger and to let him creep to the inside. It's almost like, there have been a giant flurry of people screaming out the biggest problem with it. And I think that's the biggest problem with Cody is that Cody's not a touchline winger, yet he gets 70% of our progressive passes and he gets them on the touchline on the left-hand side, even though he's not a touchline winger. I mean, maybe he could be effective in the 9, but I think it would be better to just basically run this like 4-4-2 that we were running yesterday, and just keep Salah and Ekitike as our main forwards, and let Wirtz and Szoboszlai occupy the wide areas, and then Kirkes and Frimpong can overlap those two.
Nah, fairs, man. But listen, guys, I'm gonna leave it there, man. Do you know a quick one, guys? You know when you cover your mouth and you're talking, yeah? Do you always go back to think you're saying something racist, bro?
what?
No, because I was covering my mouth then. I was talking to my missus. I didn't want to make you guys see, but then I was laughing in my head.
Anything.
Yeah, and I was laughing in my head because I'm like, yo.
Nah, it just look like you're flirting with your missus, bro. Stop
I definitely
flirting.
wouldn't jump to someone saying something racist. I think they're just saying
but
something.
that's where it's now like linked to, innit? Sam, how are you in the chat and on here as well, bro? It's killing me.
Hey, bro, just let me live, bro. Stop drawing attention, bro. I'm trying to ask the man them a question. It's...
This guy, bro. No, I was just
No, I
thinking.
thought it was snowing in the chat store. I'm trying to find out. Well, yeah, we need a snow power now. Oh, bro, I'm about to get my North Face jacket on, blood.
Sam, it's not a ski resort, bro. Allow it, bro. It's all right.
No, I'm just saying, bro. SSX tricky in that, bro.
We're not in the south. We're not in the Alps, man. We're not. Mate, big up to you, man. Sam, appreciate you jumping
Big up, boys.
in. Ibrahim
man.
jumped in, Paul jumped in, Jack jumped in. But yeah, I should see you guys tomorrow. God willing, man. We'll chop it up. Time to go and play some clubs, blood, if the man them are available. I'm cooking, man. But big up to everyone. I'll see you guys soon.
Love.
Love, man. Love.